Hi, I'm Maya and I'm a Gen Z fellow studying chemistry at the University of Oxford, and I'm going to be doing a series for you on competitive debating. I did lots of debating in secondary school and found it massively improved my self-confidence and my leadership skills, and because of that I really recommend it to anyone of any age, even if you feel like you might be shy or not very self-confident, or even if you don't feel like you know very much about the world. I think you'd really surprise yourself by how fun and engaging this can be. So many of you use debating skills in your day-to-day life. Every decision you make involves weighing up pros and cons. Do I like this outfit or is this other one nicer? Is a debate of sorts, and it does have two sides that you argue in your head without even thinking about it. Competitive debating is just arguing, but with more structure, which means that you can make full 5-minute speeches on topics that you find interesting and learn about world issues that you've never thought about before. So how does it work? Well, the format I'm teaching you is called British Parliamentary, and it means that we pretend that we're in the Houses of Parliament in London. So we get a topic, which we call a motion, which says, this house believes X. For example, this house believes that cats are better than dogs, or this house believes that climate change is the biggest problem for Gen Z. We're also given a side, so you're either going to be for or against the motion. If you are for the motion, you are called the proposition team. And that means that you are agreeing completely with the motion and the words that they gave you, and you are trying to convince the judge that this is true. If you are the opposition, you are trying to disprove the motion. You are trying to prove that it is false. So if I was told that I am opposition for the debate, this house believes that mango is the best fruit, my argument must try and prove that mangoes are not, in fact, the best fruit. And I have to make points such as the seed gets in the way of eating it and bananas are really nice too. All of those sorts of points to sort of take down mangoes and prove that maybe they're nutritionally bad or bad for the environment, or all sorts of angles, and it's completely up to me how I want to approach that. So in debates you might favour an approach on sort of this is bad for the planet, or this is bad for some groups of people in society, or this is just ethically dubious. Up to you sort of how you approach a debate topic. So a debate is judged based on how convincing the speech you give is. You've got to sort of prove that under your side of the argument the world will be a better place, really. You have 15 minutes only to prepare a 5-minute speech, and you are not allowed to use the internet, so you have to think quickly and rely upon your own ideas and knowledge. You are allowed to bring written material into an exam, into the debate, so you're allowed to use sort of notes that you might have made before, books or articles that you find interesting, and if that sort of topic comes up then you can use that. But for the most part, any competitive debate will feature topics that you might not have ever thought about, and then you just have to kind of make up your opinion as you go along through the preparation stages. So that's how motions are phrased and how to support and oppose motions. But what does a proper debate actually look like? So there are actually 4 teams of 2 people. 2 teams pro the motion and 2 teams opposing the motion. Lots of people think that debating is a solo activity, but it actually involves a lot of teamwork. And I found that really engaging and fun as you get to exchange lots of ideas with your partner and work to each other's strengths. I really enjoyed working in a team, and I found that that was really good because in some debates you might get the motion and it be something that you know absolutely nothing about, but maybe your partner had read something in a book and then you were able to base your whole argument off of that. And it's really fun working in a team, I think. Good, so we start with speaker 1 for the proposition, and then we have speaker 1 for the opposition, and speaker 2 for the proposition was on the side of the speaker 1 for the proposition, so that's their team done, and then you have speaker 2 for the opposition. And then you sort of go back and forth until all 8 speakers have spoken. So a debate will tend to take about 45 minutes. Good. So this makes it a lot more fun than just having 2 teams, because not only are you arguing either for or against the motion, but you're also trying to argue better than the other team, which is on your side. So I'm just going to end with a little diagram that shows you the structure of a debate, just so you can really visualise that. And then in the next video I'm going to talk you through each of the debating speaking roles in more detail, because debate is quite a highly structured activity and each speaker has to say certain things in their speech and act in a specific way. So that will be coming up in our next video where I'll continue this. Thank you very much. Bye bye.